Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at IIUM, and today we are continuing our discussion about entering paradise. So before this, I focused on some of the reasons why it's doable to enter paradise, and we also talked about why entering paradise can be difficult. And in the last episode, we looked at peer pressure. In today's episode, what we're looking at is the peer pressure that comes from marketing. And basically, the reality of the world that we live in today is that everybody is turned into a consumer. Now, this is a book which I bought and which is really, really fascinating. It tells the story of someone called Edward Bernays. So the short version of the story is, in the 19th century, there was a psychologist called Sigmund Freud, and he realized that what was very important for human beings is this thing called the unconscious, right? So his whole psychology was about understanding the unconscious and treating the unconscious. Bernays was his nephew, and he was very, very good at selling, at marketing. And he actually went to visit his uncle, Sigmund Freud, and spent a lot of time understanding how the unconscious worked. And then he came back to the US and he basically started marketing to the unconscious. So traditionally, marketing was about appealing to people's intellect. You had a product, you explained how it was a good thing for you, how it was, what were the benefits of the product, etc., etc. When Bernays came into the picture, he got rid of this logical approach to marketing, and marketing became just about manipulating people's unconscious desires, right? So he actually introduced into marketing what you can loosely call propaganda techniques. The other issue that arose over the last few years is this idea that a lot of companies realize that they have many ways to make products addictive. So it's no longer we are, as a company, we're going to develop a good product. Now the agenda is we, as a company, we want to develop a product that is addictive so that our consumers have to come to us, whether they like it or not. Okay? And if you imagine a small child from literally the day they are born until the day they die, they're exposed to thousands and thousands and thousands of brands. And these brands use all of these marketing techniques, which basically focus mostly on the unconscious desires of people. Okay. The bottom line is, it's very, very difficult for you as a human being in the 21st century to not be influenced by these brands. And these brands have a very similar message. Their message is, if you buy my product, you will be happy. And it is so, so hard for most people to not fall into that trap. And essentially, these people become materialistic. They become consumers who's only interested in it now. And indirectly, they start to forget about religion and what they have to do as Muslims, right? So there is no doubt that marketing pressure is very, very, very intense. And it's very, very, very subtle. It's all about manipulating the unconscious desires of people so that they want more and more and more and more. And whatever they have, they're not satisfied with that. Okay? So if you start thinking like that, it's a very, very scary proposition. Now, in the next episode, we're going to look at another dimension, which is about how companies manipulate their employees. But we'll talk about that in the next episode. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.